Hi everyone, Grey Power 60 here. So I'm using this matte medium and a brush, and I'm going to take this magazine picture, and I'm going to transfer it, and I'm going to show you how I did it. Oops, there's a little bit of goop on there. I'm going to show you how to do an image transfer a different way. This is a technique that I had just seen on a video, and I thought, oh, I'm going to give it a try. In the beginning of the video, you saw two images that I used to try and transfer, and it was a lot of fun doing this. So right now I'm just going to spread the matte medium onto cardstock. It's just a regular piece of cardstock. And then I'm going to place the image face down. I'm going to get everything put away. And then I realized, oh no, I need it. So I'll open it up again. I'm going to take that piece and I'm going to place it down, face down, because I want the image of the butterfly. So, yeah, shouldn't have closed it, but anyway. So I'm just going to spread it over the whole image. Get it nice and wet. Now normally when you do this, you kind of let it dry a little bit longer, but I decided that I wanted to hurry up the process a little bit. Using the matte medium sometimes will leave me little lines or maybe air bubbles and stuff, and we'll see that a little bit later. And what I'll do is speed up the process a little bit on some of these videos. So here I'm just taking my heat blower that I have, my heat gun, and I'm just going over it all to get it all nice and dry. I suppose I could have fast forwarded this, but whatever. So I want to get it all very, very dry. Because I'm doing the video, I didn't leave it overnight. I decided to try and use the blower just to get it really, really dry. But it's better if you leave it for a bit. So for the purposes of the video, I'm just going to use my blower here. It's still a little bit damp. Okay. The next thing you need to do is get a spray gun of some kind. Right now I'm just trying to take out some of the bubbles. This was the second time I tried this process. The first time was a face, and this time I wanted to try the butterfly. Not quite dry enough. It really should be just really, really dry. Like you could leave it overnight or leave it for a couple of hours, but we'll just go through this process. So now I'm just going to test it to see if it's dry enough, and it's a little bit warm, so I'm going to just wait until it cools a bit before I spray it. There we go. Just making sure it's cooled right off. Okay, now I'm going to take my spray bottle of water and I'm going to saturate it. Just spray it. Spray, spray, spray. What I want to do is take off the back layer. Now this is really a long process, and you have to be very patient if you want to do it. So in parts of the video today, I'm going to be speeding it up about 20 times because it is such a long, tedious process, but it's amazing the results. And I wanted to try it, so this is my first attempt at, well, second attempt at trying it. Here we go, fast forward this. Rub, rub, rub. Lots of water, lots of rubbing, and you can see the layers. You can see the butterfly coming through there a little bit, and you can see the layers, how I'm just pulling it back so you can see that I'm taking off the back of the paper. Yep, it's a long process. It took me a long time, but I was determined to get this done. This is the original that I did with the white. See, there's still some paper on there. I may not have let it dry long enough, but if I wanted to continue, I just spray it and then try and rub off. The thing is, if you rub too hard, it takes off scratches in the image as well, so you have to be very careful when you're doing this. But I was in a hurry. So now I will continue, spray, make sure it's nice and wet, and keep rubbing. And you can start to see the image, and because I was in a hurry and I did rub a little bit hard, there are a lot of scratches on the image. But as it turns out, it actually looks quite interesting. I really like how it turned out. Even though it's got the white scratches on there, it kind of gives it the old effect, like it's an old piece. But I'm just taking off some of the pieces. I'm going to blow it dry, nice and fast, again. And that is the results. That is my image that I wanted to transfer on. I had never thought of doing this. I usually don't even think about how to do this, but when I saw how it was done, of course I was, like I say, a little bit impatient. And what will happen is if you let it dry properly, the image would come through a little bit better. And here I'm trying again to just get that last little bit off. It looks great when it's wet, but again, once it dries, there's kind of an interesting look to it. A lot of scratches on there, but it's still interesting. And with this, again, the picture will fade. It could have been a different type of magazine. It could be that I didn't wait for it to dry properly, or I didn't rub it properly, but it was my first chance to do this, and it was kind of cool. I really liked it. You can see I'm trying to rub it off again, but it'll still kind of fade out, but it's still an interesting piece you can use for collaging, or in your different, if you want to use different images, you can use it in your journal. And you can just cut out the parts that you want to keep. It'd be interesting to use this and paint around it. Some of the lines in that image, I think, are from the thickness of the matte medium that I put on and left kind of lines on there, but it's still an interesting image. I really, really enjoyed doing this. Well, that's it for me. I just wanted to share this new thing that I learned to do on how to take magazine images using matte medium, letting it dry, then using well, I use my heat gun to dry it quickly. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I really like it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.